Son, and Holy Spirit, from whom all blessings flow, and ask for his presence to come superintend over this celebration from now until its successful ending. Amen. Please be seated. And many thanks to you, Adepa, the finalist of the MTN Music Contest. It's 11:30 right here in Accra, Ghana, the center of the world, and wherever you're joining us from, we say hello and welcome to the celebration of an awe-inspiring Ghanaian story. It is MTN at 25, 2.5 decades of brightening lives. I am, by the grace of God, Jerry Edema Jololo, a proud son of the motherland and a true member of this family since 2001, 20 years. This morning I count it all joy, and with a great sense of humility and grace, I stand before you as the master of this ceremony. Through purpose and impact, on the back of timeless qualities such as leadership, innovation, relationship, integrity, and the can-do spirit, this great national asset, the MTN brand, has evolved from just a telephony company now to a full-service company which meets every need of Ghanaians. Ladies and gentlemen, the least we can do is to put our hands together and celebrate a great national asset, Ghana's leading telecommunications company, and consistently Ghana's #1 company on the GC 100 rankings. One more time, a round of applause. And so it's my prayer that this morning will count as a big statement coming from Ghana, the center of the world, to every nook and cranny of this world, that what starts grows in Ghana and blossoms. This morning we're pleased to receive in our midst a firm believer in our promise of delivering the bold digital world. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Always a joy to see you. In his company, the minister, Ghana's first minister of communication and digitalization. You heard that right. The Honorable Esla Owusu Ekofo. We're joined this morning by the South African High Commissioner to Ghana, Her Excellency Ram Grace Mason. Thank you. We're pleased this morning to receive friends from the fraternity, the CEO of the Ghana Telecoms Chamber, Engineer Ken Ashigbe. In a show of solidarity, we're joined by the Director General of the National Communications Authority, Mr. Joe Anoche. And for this bold statement that comes out of Ghana as foreign direct investment, which has succeeded, ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to welcome Mr. Yofi Grant, CEO of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, it's a tall list of acknowledgement, but allow me to defer and do some intermittently. This morning we're joined by the full complement of MTN, herein represented by the board, management, and staff. Would you please help me acknowledge the board chair of MTN Ghana, Dr. Ishmael Yamson. I'm pleased to acknowledge with gratitude the presence of our CEO, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Selom Adadevo. This morning, Mr. President, is a full celebration of how far we've come. The first part is with you, which is the official launch and unveiling of our new logo. The second part will be a wider interaction with you, our broad stakeholders, of suppliers, of regulators, and all who have aided our efforts in delivering the bold new digital world. This morning, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to invite to set the tone by welcoming us and stating our purpose of gathering, the Chief Corporate Services Officer, MTN Ghana, Mr. Samuel Kuranting.
His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Ministers of State, Her Excellency the South African High Commissioner, board chairs and members, officials of regulatory bodies, CEOs of business chambers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. 25 years in the life of any business is a milestone worth celebrating. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of MTN Ghana, I am truly excited to welcome all of you to the official launch of MTN Ghana's 25th anniversary celebrations. A few years ago, Luke Haggerty, a researcher with the International Finance Corporation, IFC, writing about the state of Ghana's communication infrastructure, remarked, that was in the mid-90s, and I quote, "Only 37 of the 110 district capitals were connected, meaning that large parts of the country were not connected to the communications grid at all," unquote. The contrasting scenario in 2021, an era where connectivity is the norm rather than the exception, where a pandemic cannot stop people from working wherever they want, is the story of the transformational effects of a brand that has become synonymous with the Ghanaian can-do spirit. From tabletop space-to-space business to mobile money, MTN Ghana has harnessed the potential of this country through innovation and collaboration with our stakeholders. Everywhere you go was not just a mantra, it was a promise. And over the last 25 years, we have delivered on this promise and brightened your lives. I am therefore pleased to welcome you warmly and to thank you most sincerely for accepting our invitation to be here this morning. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we are indeed exceedingly grateful for your presence and trust you will enjoy this program in your time with us. Madam Honorable Minister, we welcome you warmly. We engage with you often and are glad you are able to attend. Distinguished guests, you and the diverse institutions you represent, government agencies, regulators, partners, and alumni are key contributors to weaving this rich tapestry of success. It is indeed true that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. As they can say, Muniha Yiniho. We are good together. Welcome. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello? Cast your mind back 25 years.
It was very difficult for an ordinary person to own a phone.
We had to move around in person to do business.
The introduction of GSM, or the digital network, brought cutting-edge technology to Ghana, an unrivaled service that no one else could match.
Leadership.
As the market leader in an increasingly competitive mobile telecommunications industry in Ghana, with almost 25 million subscriptions, MTN offers its valued customers a range of exciting products and services under pay monthly and pay-as-you-go services.
MTN was the first to offer 3G services in Ghana, and this anniversary coincides with 25 years of GSM technology in this country, also known as 3G technology. Since then, MTN has pioneered several firsts, including the launch of mobile money and most recently 4G Plus, amongst others.
Integrity.
Integrity.
MTN is focused on providing excellent telecommunication services under the philosophy of improving access to economic empowerment.
My life is brighter with MTN.
MTN understands that the best way for us to gain a competitive edge in a local market is to offer different products and services which suit people's lifestyles and economic situations, whilst allowing them to enjoy the best solutions and offerings.
Relationship.
MTN's network coverage is extensive, covering all 16 regional capitals, major cities, and many rural and remote areas. MTN continues to invest heavily in infrastructure to expand its coverage and capacity across the country. MTN has more than 70 customer service centers and hundreds of local agents across the country. Equipped with a proven record of technological innovation and a corporate culture that thrives on understanding telecommunications in emerging markets, MTN continues to consolidate its leadership position in the country. 5 key values have contributed to MTN becoming the leading player in the telecommunications industry in Ghana.
Leadership,
Innovation.
relationship, integrity, can-do spirit.
As industry leader, MTN reckons that the next phase of Ghana's telecommunications industry is in data offerings, and as such has laid the appropriate strategies that will propel the country into that regime.
And as we celebrate this major milestone, we say thank you to you, our customers, for staying with us throughout this period. Thank you to our people for all your hard work in bringing us to this point in our journey. Thank you to all our partners for your role in achieving this major milestone.
For 25 years, MTN has led the way in the telecommunications industry in Ghana. Today, mobile telephony is not just picking a phone and making a call. MTN service has ensured that it is much more than that. It is a way of making life brighter for our valued customers.
And that is progress.
That is progress.
That is progress.
And this is how we show that progress is a way of life. One more time, MTN. And many thanks to you, our Chief Corporate Services Officer, MTN Ghana, Mr. Samuel Ranting, for that warm note of welcome. This morning, Mr. President, Honorable Minister, what we see is a culmination of many efforts that have come into this great feat that we're marking. Allow me to make welcome our past CEOs who join us virtually. Ladies and gentlemen, he saw us through Spacephone to Spacephone Ariba, and finally to Ariba. The first CEO, Ahmad Farouk, joins us. A resounding round of applause. Let's make welcome the second CEO of MTN, Mr. Brett Goshen. Let's hear it up for the third CEO, Mr. Michael Ikoti. It will not be complete without the fourth CEO, Mr. Serame Chokobong. And last but certainly not the least, ladies and gentlemen, the former CEO, now turned Vice President for the West and Central Africa Province. Ladies and gentlemen, our very own Mr. Ebenezer Shum Asante. And although we can't see them, certainly they see all this glory that is in this place. This morning, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, it has fallen to the current CEO, upon assuming office, to expand the frontiers of this great brand. He's done it so diligently to the admiration of us all. He speaks to us as a man with few words, but with exceeding joy in his heart. Please welcome Mr. Selom Adadevo.
Speech and they say a man of few words, it's a bit troubling. His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Honorable Minister of Stations and Digitalization, the Honorable Esla Owusu Ekufo, the Honorable Minister of Finance, Honorable Ken Oforiatta, Chairman of the Board of Scancom PLC, Dr. Ishmael Yamson, and the board and members of the Scancom PLC board. The chairman and the board directors of the MTN Foundation, the CEO of the Telecoms Chamber, and other CEOs, CEO of GIPC, the Director General for the National Communications Authority, the Director General for GIFEC, the Director General for the Securities and Exchange Commission, and the CEO of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Her Excellency, the High Commissioner of South Africa to Ghana, our distributors who have been with us for the 25 years, our suppliers, our media partners, my colleagues, current and past MTN executives and MTN staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you to share in our joy of achieving this milestone of 25 years of telecommunication services in Ghana. We're deeply humbled and recognize that this achievement has only been possible with the support and contributions of so many before us who have toiled and built the foundation upon which we stand today. To you all, we say a big Ayiko. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Scancom PLC Board of Directors and MTN, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude for honoring our invitation to be our special guest of honor on this August day. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank your government and past governments for the immense support through the 25 years. In fact, telecommunications today is nothing like it was in 1996 when it all started. And the same can be said for the advancements and evolution of policy during the period. I would also like to recognize the role the people of Ghana have played in MTN's business successes. Firstly, for giving us the opportunity to serve you, and secondly, for your patronage, feedback, and loyalty over the past 25 years. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Ghana. Distinguished guests, let me take us back 2.5 decades to how it all began. I guess we can call it a throwback. The company that is now Scancom PLC was registered in 1994 and started commercial operations in 1996 with network coverage in only Accra and Tema. The MTN journey started from humble beginnings in an office on Graphic Road with 20 employees, of which only one of the 6 Ghanaians is still with us. Cynthia Adepoye, maybe you can show us where you are. We also have one of our distributors, Richard Darko, who has been with us for 25 years. Richard, maybe you can show us your hand. Thank you. In that journey, this company has evolved through different brand names. And some of you may remember some of these. From Space Phone, the first GSM mobile service provider in Ghana with only a postpaid service, to Space Phone Ariba, then to Ariba, and then finally to MTN. With these brand names, our evolution and taglines have also occurred, from communication for the nation to the heart of your world, and finally to everywhere you go. By the year 2006, our 10th anniversary, the company had acquired 2.6 million subscribers, making it the largest mobile phone community in the country. It was at this point that the business was acquired by MTN Group. Today, after 25 years, we have employed over 2,500 Ghanaians and created over 500,000 jobs, including hundreds of thousands of airtime resellers, mobile money agents, and mobile money merchants. Also, we currently serve about 25 million subscribers and have gone from a postpaid voice-only service to prepaid voice, democratizing telecoms for everyone's access, to data, mobile money, enterprise solutions, digital, and more recently, new platform services to guide us into the future as we seek to remain relevant in a fast-changing world and in the new normal. We look back at our journey with pride, humility, and appreciation, counting our many blessings and recognizing contributions to the lives of many Ghanaians, many businesses, and to our country, Ghana. But it has not been without struggles and challenges. MTN has always seen Ghana as a market to invest in because of the confidence we have in the governance and political stability. policy predictability, and consistent economic growth over the years and in recent time. This appetite has driven our investment decisions to invest over $6 billion in infrastructure since inception. We have also had to take various commercial risks, such as sustaining investments in mobile money for over 6 years, despite a lack of profitability, and also investing in services like 3G at a time when 3G devices were not available in the country, and if they were not affordable. A similar situation for 4G more recently. In our travels, we have turned our challenges into opportunities through belief, innovation, commitment, and hard work. And the achievements we celebrate today are grounded on these very principles. We look at our achievements over the period through many different lenses. Firstly, we have helped and ensured that families and loved ones stay connected. We have supported businesses to grow leaps and bounds while making health, education, and commerce accessible to many Ghanaians. We have enabled productivity and economic growth by giving SMEs and the informal sector the tools to build new businesses and grow existing ones. We have inspired many Ghanaians to innovate by leveraging the power of technology and believing that it is possible based on our own success. Most importantly, though, we have impacted the lives of Ghanaians in many ways over 2.5 decades, including our social interventions in communities around the country through the MTN Foundation and our financial inclusion efforts, bringing banking services to many who knew otherwise. A transformation that rolled off our lips like no other with a popular chant, Mensaka, Mensaka. I quote a famous reggae musician, Bob Marley, which today, with all the hullabaloo on Rastafarians, may not be the most appropriate, so please forgive me. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively. For business, the greatness of a business is not in how much wealth we acquire, but in our integrity and our ability to affect the lives of Ghanaians around us positively. MTN prides itself in its high ethical standards upon which our operations are run. We take our statutory obligations seriously and have ensured our commitment to our tax obligations, which has been recognized several years running, where MTN has been adjudged the #1 taxpayer and the largest taxpayer in the country by both the Ghana Investment Promotion Council and the Ghana Revenue Authority. However, we recognize that our role in Ghana's economic growth and future goes way beyond our statutory obligations. We have a role to play in deepening the digital ecosystem and ensuring connectivity for all, including rural communities, as part of supporting government's ambition for a digital Ghana. To do all of this, we have had to place a marker on first, and I'm proud to say we have been the first at most, if not all, technological innovations in Ghana since our launch, starting from the GSM to more recently the landmark IPO and 4G and 4G Plus. It is fair to say that MTN also put Ghana on the map during our IPO by democratizing the purchase of shares through mobile money. It is our fervent belief that businesses exist today for reasons beyond financial returns. This is what has fueled our consistent commitment to invest in education, health, and economic empowerment through the MTN Foundation, with over 187 projects since inception. Your Excellency, as education is a prime focus of your government, you will be interested to know that as far back as 2002, Scancom had already set up the Space Phone Scholarship Scheme, which has now become the MTN Bright Scholarship Program. The scholarship scheme has provided assistance to hundreds of needy and brilliant children all over the country since the days of Space Phone, and our commitment continues in this respect. Distinguished guests, part of being a Ghanaian company is to live the culture we so believe in. Our culture is founded on dance and music, from ceremonial dances such as Adowa, Bambaya, Agbaja, and Kwalungo, to name a few. For this reason, MTN has consistently supported various programs in music, sports, entertainment, and many more, one of which you witnessed today, a product of the MTN hitmaker singing the national anthem. Our much acclaimed stars of the future and hitmaker platforms have unearthed stars like Ifia, Jane, Kwame Eugene, PD, and several others. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this milestone, we acknowledge with humility that this success is a collective one. And so, please permit me to acknowledge some of those who have contributed to our story so far. 25 years of brightening lives would not have been possible without the hard work and extensive contributions of the young men and women who led the charge, some of whom survived in the scorching sun day in and day out, selling recharge cards and onboarding new customers. Others were implementing a network that can give Ghanaians the quality of service they deserve, while others were developing and implementing new innovations and strategies to win in a competitive industry. Let me also acknowledge and appreciate all former employees, past CEOs and executives for their great leadership in bringing us this far. I would like to single out the first CEO of Scancom Limited, Mr. Gassan Oweda, the second CEO, Mr. Sadi, and Mr. Ahmed Farouk, and I'm sure most of you remember these names. I salute all the CEOs who manage MTN Ghana, starting with Mr. Brett Goshen, Mr. Michael Ikoki, Mr. Sarami Tokobong, who fortunately is with us today for the celebrations, and Mr. Ebenezer Asante, the first Ghanaian CEO, who is now the Vice President for MTN West and Central Africa region. Unfortunately, he couldn't join us today due to some emergency that he's had to deal with. We thank you all for your sterling contributions and bringing us to this point. Finally, let's give a resounding applause to all MTN employees, both past and present, for all their contributions. To government, policymakers, and regulators, we appreciate all that you've done, your contributions in advancing policy, from deregulation to creating the enabling environment for us to be able to dream today of a digital Ghana. Thank you. We appreciate your guidance and all your contributions in shaping the industry over the years with policy, even when you use a stick. To our 25 million customers, we appreciate you for your loyalty, your feedback, your commitment to the brand, and for believing in us through the journey. To our trade and technology partners and our suppliers, we appreciate your collaborations and contributions in helping us translate our vision into actionable projects and services to meet the needs of our cherished customers. To our media partners, we appreciate your collaboration and support. You have kept us honest when we stray, and you have helped us tell our story positively through the years. Your contributions have been significant to our success, and we are most grateful. To our communities, you are the reason we're in business, and we appreciate the strong and trusted relationship we have built over the years. The role of the traditional authorities, the market women, the influencers cannot be overemphasized. To our shareholders, we appreciate the confidence and belief you have in our business to invest in it. We won't let you down. Let us take a look beyond the 25 years While we celebrate what is past, we must also think about what is ahead. Our vision is to lead the delivery of a bold new digital world to our customers. And this underpins our sustained investment in the MTN Ghana business in the areas of rural connectivity, encapsulating everywhere you go, and in implementing digital platforms to give the opportunity to our customers to live a modern, connected life. To achieve this, we have repositioned our strategy from Bright to Ambition 2025, which aims to build the largest and most valuable platform business with a focus on Africa. Ambition 2025 is anchored on 5 pillars: fintech solutions, Ayoba, enterprise network as a service, and API marketplace. In this strategy, we see exciting opportunities for mobile commerce where fintech intersects with our Ayoba business. We are hoping to aggregate APIs to accelerate the digital ecosystem expansion. Example, a customer should never need to interact with an agent to manage their MTN experience. All SMEs should be able to become digital without IT skills in-house by leveraging our platforms, and by so doing, can pay taxes digitally through mobile money. We should be able to use QR codes for trotro and taxi payments. We must have the ability to pay tolls by scanning car number plates. We should be able to track criminals through digital safety cameras on our streets, and from artificial intelligence, identify the national ID card details for a camera image. And lastly, we should be able to stamp out mobile money fraud using a similar artificial intelligence identity tracking algorithm. Despite our success over 25 years, MTN is not resting on its laurels, and our commitment to contributing to Ghana's digital development could not be higher. This year alone, MTN is investing approximately $150 million in the network and IT systems to continue to connect the 10 to 15% of Ghanaians in our remotest communities without connectivity, and increase capacity and experience for those who already have service. We're also committing, as part of our 25th anniversary, a $25 million fund over 3 years to work with government through the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization to support the development of Ghana's digital ecosystem. One of the legacy projects we have already committed to is the building of an ICT hub in Ghana. For the 25th anniversary celebration specifically, we have developed a comprehensive program to celebrate with all stakeholders, from our customers, our people, to all categories of our partners. And further details will be announced by the Chief Marketing Officer, Noel Kojo-Ganson, in a brief media engagement shortly after the main program. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I would like to emphasize that the 25-year journey has not been a walk in the park. We are where we are today because of the sacrifices of many, several of whom are not here with us today, but several of whom are watching and joining us online. I also acknowledge the systems and policies that have guided our existence and journey through the 25 years. Our story is well chronicled in the book Telephone Conversations, A History of Telecommunications Economics and MTN in Ghana, authored by Ivor Ajimendia. And we will share more insights on our journey in subsequent engagements as part of our celebrations. Let me remind and urge all of you to stay safe during this COVID-19 period by following the health and safety protocols. I also urge you to observe, and our customers, to observe the digital hygiene protocols in order to stay safe from scammers and fraudsters by only relying on information about the 25th anniversary from official MTN channels. Your Excellency, thank you once again for joining us today to celebrate this major milestone in the history of MTN and in the history of Ghana. To all our distinguished guests, thank you for your time and presence once again, and for your role in making the past 25 years a memorable and worthy story. Enjoy the rest of the celebrations, and remember the future is not bright, but it is bright yellow. Thank you very much and have a good day.
I love football. I love music. Their passion of the nation.
Football and music are in the heart of every Ghanaian.
Our passion for football is deep.
I love Ashanti Gold. Asante Kotoko. I love Lagos City. And I love Accra football.
Since its entry into Ghana, MTN has supported the Ghana Football Association in a number of ways.
MTN has been a proud partner of our dear Football Association, investing heavily in domestic football.
Dedication.
One of the biggest sponsorship packages the GFA has ever received is from MTN Ghana's sponsorship of the FA Cup.
MTN, since 2010, has been investing money, over $1 million Ghana cedis a year. The investments by our proud partners MTN goes a long way in ensuring that we reach out to everybody in the country, we touch lives across the country, and we give hope to kids who would not normally be noticed from the woods of Ghana. We are proud of MTN.
Putting smiles on our faces.
The Sport Writers Association of Ghana, for their role in monitoring sportsmen and women throughout each year and celebrating them accordingly during their annual awards night, also received support from MTN Ghana. MTN's commitment to the development and unearthing of music talents is well celebrated. From stars of the future were gems like Efia, Adina, and many others